Meg Linehan. Go ahead, Meg.
Vlatko, obviously one match here until you're going out, but you talked about making adjustments in the first game, and just wondering, is there going to be more of the same for game two, and if you liked what you saw out of game one and those mid-game adjustments?
Yeah, so first, very happy with what we saw in the first game. I thought it played well for us. It worked well for us, and we saw what we needed to see. There are a few scenarios or game plans that we have for the second game from the tactical standpoint, formation standpoint, that we're going to need things that we're going to need to try before we go to the Olympics. And I think that this opponent, this game, it's a perfect opportunity for it.
Thanks, Vlatko.
Thank you.
Thanks, Meg. Let's go to Asif Burham. Go ahead, Asif.
Hi, Vlatko. Since your last match, FIFA have confirmed they will expand Olympic rosters to 22. Do you have any more details? Will you be able to choose any 18 from the 22 or for each match, or do you have to show that one of the original 18 is injured before you can choose one of the alternates?
Yes, it is already confirmed that you have 22 on the roster, and for each game you choose the 18 that you believe or that you wish. And obviously we're going to choose the ones that we believe that will give us the best chance to win. It's just nice that we have the flexibility now to make the decisions before every game.
Okay, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Asif. Looks like we're going to Greg Eichlin. Go ahead, Greg.
Hello, Vlatko. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you, Greg?
Good. Nice to see you. I know you were at a Sporting Kansas City as a spectator a few weeks ago, and I'm just wondering how you've been able to balance your preparations for the Olympics with your home life, and if you could share the excitement you feel for yourself as you're preparing this team for the Olympics.
First, it's not easy, but I just enjoy the fact that my home life is very much connected with the game too. I'm at sporting game with family or part of my family, or I go to soccer games to my kids. So some way, somehow, it's always connected to the game, and I enjoy that part. But I have to say that I'm very excited, honored, and feel honored and blessed to be part of this delegation that will represent the country in Tokyo, and I enjoy every second being in this situation, and I just feel like I said, honored and blessed, not just to represent, but also to have the opportunity to work with some of the best athletes in the world.
Thank you, Greg. Let's go to Simon Borg. Go ahead, Simon.
Hello, Vlatko. Wanted to ask you about whether we could potentially see Julie Ertz in the squad for the game on the 5th, and also whether the next progression for Tobin Heath in terms of minutes is it a little bit more after what she played in the last game?
Yeah. So first, Julie is not going to be in the squad for this next game, but Tobin will have more minutes. We're going to decide probably sometime tonight what is that going to look like? Is it going to be 45 minutes more or less? And we're also expecting Rose to be in the squad as well.
Thanks, Simon. Let's see. We got, unless anyone has another one, this is going to be a quick one. It is a holiday weekend, but we're going to go to Amelia Hertel. Go ahead, Amelia.
Hi, Vlatko. Thanks for taking the time. After the last match, you spoke about the team taking some time to adjust to Mexico's defense. So now that you guys have seen them the other day, do you expect the team to be quicker in identifying that and adjusting?
Yes, obviously we had a chance to analyze that. We had a chance to talk about it. We had a chance to work a little bit on it. So we're expecting a little better adjustment. But in same time, I said this in the very first question that we will try different things in this game as well. We need to work on a couple of different scenarios, and that may disturb some of the flow as the game is going by.
Thank you, Amelia. We do have two more. Jeff Carlisle, you are up. Go ahead.
Thanks, Aaron. Hi, Vlaco.
Yeah.
So for the game tomorrow, is it going to be more about kind of refining what you think is going to be your first choice 11, or are you going to try to spread the wealth in terms of minutes? I mean, you know, what's your approach heading into this last game before Japan?
We're gonna try first to get things done from the preparation perspective. Now, in terms of lineup, for us, everybody's a starter. I think that we're a good enough team that everybody can start on, good enough players that everybody can start on this team, and we'll see new faces on the field to start off with, and the ones that not going to start will probably come on at some point during the game.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Jeff. Looks like last one goes to Jonathan Tannenwald. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Thanks, Aaron, and thanks, Vlaco. Vlad, be able to tell us, or Aaron, when you guys are leaving, and then I ask you soon how much of an asset is extended time with your.
Jonathan, we just cannot hear you.
JT, we can't hear you.
Looks like he's on the streets of Philly.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, try that.
Okay. Are you able to tell us when you're leaving for Japan? And the reason why I ask is if it's soon, how much you're looking forward to having that extended time with your players to work on things instead of just a few days of camp like you usually have?
Yes, we're gonna leave a couple of days after the last game, after the game against Mexico, and we're very excited to go there. Everything is prepared and set for us. We're gonna have nice setup. We're gonna have a chance to be isolated and do our final preparations, get a little more cohesive bond, and do everything possible to be as prepared as we can be before we go to Tokyo.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Vlaco. We do have a busy day. We're gonna let Vlaco go.
Thank you very much, everyone.
I don't know. Okay.
You're good. Let's start with Crystal. Looks like Meg Linehan is first, so go ahead, Meg.
Crystal, happy birthday. Hope you're having
Thank
a
you.
good day in camp.
Another birthday in camp, yes.
Well, it does seem like there are a lot of birthdays kind of in the span of a week on the national team between you, Alex, and Pino. I was just honestly wondering what it is like to have a birthday in camp. Also, you know, it has overlapped with the World Cup before. What is this week like for the team, just in terms of celebrations and still balancing everything that's happening on the field?
Yeah, I think, I obviously before Alex's birthday came around, I was basically like hyping the team up of like, I hope you guys are all ready, because like once it starts, it's just going to be bang, 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 you know? But obviously today is my birthday, and I think I really tried to do a really good job of celebrating myself. I don't like do it enough. I think like we get caught up in being like, oh, my birthday's in camp, so like it's just going to be a normal like training day. And I think today I'm trying to make it feel a little bit more like, no, it's my birthday. Like it's okay to like celebrate and be wild and crazy. Well, extra wild and crazy, specifically on today. So no, I'm having a blast. It's been really fun.
Amazing. All right, just one quick one on Mexico. Obviously, Maria Sanchez, I think, was a pretty good test of the back line, but what are you hoping to take away from game one that can be applied to game two for the back line?
Yeah, I think, as a whole, the team had a strong performance. I think there's definitely things that we can constantly work on and fine tune, obviously leading into the Olympics. But that's what makes us great. That's what makes us successful, is taking away a 4-0 win and still being like, how can we get better? Like, what are the things that we can continue improving on? So, the back line, obviously, I think we're such a strong unit. We trust each other. There's such great chemistry. So we know for us, it's just, get the job done and work extremely hard for each other.
Awesome. Thank you, Crystal, and happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Meg. Jonathan Tannenwald, you are up. Go ahead.
Thanks, Aaron. Happy birthday, Crystal.
Thank you.
With the expansion of the rosters,
We lost JT again.
He's muted.
I know.
Oh.
He's out getting coffee. Let's see if we can get him back. All right, try one more time, Jonathan.
if I told you it was worse than coffee and it was grocery shopping, would you believe me?
Yes, I would.
For the players with the rosters getting expanded to 22, what is it like for you all, and perhaps even the relief of knowing that you're not all just going to get ground down into things by having to play every minute?
Yeah, the team actually hasn't had a whole lot of conversations on it. I think I'm waiting for us to have a full on conversation about the IOC changing the rules. But from what I hear, yeah, it's great. It's great that we now have options out of 22 people to roster an 18-person squad for the games. But yeah, this team has always had depth, and it's going to be really a relief for us to go into the Olympics. Just knowing that all the challenges that it's going to be in Japan, which is the heat, the crazy schedule, there will be definitely a lot of relief with a bigger roster.
Thanks, JT. Go back to shopping in the freezer section. Let's go to Julie Foudy. Go ahead, Julie.
Hello, Dunner. How are you, darling?
Hey, girl. Good.
Can you hear me? Sorry, I'm not in a place where I turn my camera on because it's busy. Happy birthday. And if you would just talk me through mindset of, I know having lived through 2016 and Sweden and getting out early in that quarterfinal match, what the mindset is going into this one, being that that's the first game.
Yeah, obviously our first game being Sweden is going to, raise a whole lot of emotions within us. Obviously knowing in 2016, they were the team that knocked us out. But I do think we're a completely different team than we were in 2016. We've had a lot of years under our belt of, fine tuning things, gaining better chemistry and things like that. So I think the team is pretty confident, but we also understand we have to show out and be our absolute best. It's not enough to just step into a game, say, oh, we're the U.S. Women's National Team. It's about putting out a great performance and, really fighting hard to the very last whistle. So yeah, us going into the Olympics, knowing we're playing against Sweden first game, obviously is just, it's a game that's going to be intense, and it has to be decided on whose performance is better.
One more, if you allow. With Tobin coming back in that Mexico game and literally scoring on her first touch, the excitement that you could see from her teammates and all of you was palpable. What did you all say to her, and what was that moment like for you guys to see her back?
Yeah, I mean, it's just Tobin doing Tobin things. It's her coming in after 6 months kind of not being able to really play in full matches, and just doing things that she normally does, which is making an impact instantly when she's on the field.
Perfect. Thanks, darling.
Thanks, Jules. We have one more for Crystal, and I'd just like to say, you're a real pro when you were doing media on your birthday. So happy birthday, Crystal. We're going to go to Jacqueline LeBlanc. Go ahead.
Hi, Crystal. Happy birthday. Thank you for your time today. I actually just wanted to ask you about your teammates, Alyssa and AD Franch. What is it like what excites you about having both of them in the goal in Tokyo? And how are they as teammates just in general?
Yeah, both Liz and AD are extremely talented goalkeepers. And, I feel like for me being in the back line, I feel very confident with them behind us. And, I just feel extremely confident going into the Olympics, knowing that we have veteran goalkeepers who will lead and, you know, do whatever it takes to help keep that ball out of the back of the net.
Awesome. Thanks, Jacqueline. And we're all looking forward to the cake tonight at dinner, Crystal. So happy birthday.
Always.
And thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.